Hey everyone, how you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicol Concilio and welcome to the video. So, girl, I sat down as soon as I got this stuff in the mail and I was like, I need to film this right now. Before I get started, I am kind of starting to feel a little bit under the weather. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you know I've been taking care of Nick for almost a week now. He's been sick and I feel like I might be catching it. But I took some antibiotics and I took some other things, so hopefully that'll just nip it in the butt. So if I sound a little off in this video, it's because my throat is killing me. So I'm gonna shut up and let's get into this. I just got sent to my door the new Kylie Cosmetics concealers. We have like 30 shades here, which is great that she has such an awesome variety of shade ranges. I'm also really digging the components that it comes in. It's really cute and definitely very sleek. Now this is part of her silver series, so I want to use these, and I also got sent the brushes as well, the infamous brushes that everybody's having a heart attack over. Oh, bitch. These are heavy. This is a really cute presentation. So I figured let's do my entire makeup. Let's use these brushes. Let's find out the real tea on everything, because I know when the internet gets going, sometimes things can get blown out of proportion. And you guys know on my channel, I don't ever say I like something when I don't. So I will give you the true tea on these brushes. Now I also know she has some lipsticks coming out, her cream lipsticks, and I haven't gotten those yet. I believe I will be getting them later on in the week. So if you are interested, when I do get them, if you want a review, just leave me a comment down below. Maybe I could do a whole swatch video. Maybe I could bring Nick into the video, make him swatch some. Since he got me sick, I'm gonna punish him. Now let's go over some prices here. So I just searched the Kylie Cosmetics Instagram and Twitter, and I don't see anything about prices for the concealers. If I had to guess, I would say they're probably gonna be somewhere in between the 20 to 30 range. And I know the brushes for the whole set is $360, and Kylie did break down why it is that expensive, and she broke down each brush individually for the prices. So we'll be going over that. I'll let you guys know what I truly think about the brushes. You guys know I use Morphe brushes all the time. I haven't ever really used any other luxury brushes. So this will be definitely a test to see how they stand up to Morphe. I actually am really excited that I did get sent this, because I just have been dying to try this. Like, it's been all over the internet. So I'm just like, girl, I need it. I need it. All right, so I'm gonna zoom you guys on in just a little bit and let's get started with our face. So my skin is prepped and primed. I put on my favorite Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna use my Hourglass Stick Foundation, and I'm going to just apply this like so. I really love the Hourglass foundation because it has more of a satin finish and it's really good for my dry skin. Just kind of apply it all over. Get at my eyelids a little bit too. I didn't see like a designated foundation brush, so I'm gonna use the multi-purpose large stippling brush. This brush right here is $30 individually. It does have some weight to it for sure, and it actually is numbered here at the bottom. It says number 2. So like, I guess if you were to say like, okay, I'm picking up my Kylie Jenner number 2 brush, like that would be the way I guess you could do a tutorial with it. It feels heavy. If I compare it to a Morphe brush, like this is a very similar brush size. This is heavier than a Morphe brush, so you do kind of get that, I guess, luxury feel to it that Kylie is going for. So let me try to blend this in with the brush. I normally don't ever use stippling brushes, but I really want to try these out. Oh, that is blending nicely. Ooh, yes, full coverage. How you doing today? I'm gonna drag it down my neck a little bit. Okay, this is blending out really nice. I normally don't ever use brushes to apply my foundation or to blend out my foundation because I do have really dry skin. So I feel like brushes every now and then can like kind of create streakiness or can pick up on the dry skin and make my like face flake. It's not doing this so far, and I really like that. This is a very easy brush to work with for sure. Your girl's forehead is peeling from Aruba. Guys, my birthday is in 3 days. I can't I can't take it. Oh wait, actually by the time this video is up, my birthday will be in 2 days. So my birthday's in 2 days. Okay, first look around, first impressions. I'm very, very impressed. I normally use a brush and have to go in with a beauty blender after it. With my foundation, always, 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 even with Morphe brushes, like I just always have to go in with a beauty blender after, and I really don't feel like I need to here. There is no smoothing filter on my skin. I don't even know how to do that. I'm flattered that you guys think I'm that talented at video editing, but there is no smoothing filter. This is my skin. This is how it looks, and I really am digging it. So let's move on to the concealers. So this is the Kylie Cosmetics packaging so that you guys can see for her concealers. This is what the applicator looks like. It has a clear wand. It has a flat doe foot applicator. This is the shade Oak, and I'm just going to apply it like so. I haven't been doing a crazy, crazy bright under eye just because I feel like I love the way a more natural concealer looks. So right away I notice it's very easy to apply and it feels creamy. It actually kind of feels similar to like if I had to compare it in texture to like a Tarte Shape Tape. So just to brighten this up a bit, I'm gonna take the shade Pinenut and just add some light strokes on top just so we have those there. And then let's get the center of our nose. Not bad. So then let me find a darker shade to contour with. This right here is the shade Almond, and I believe this is going to be a good contour shade for me. Just gonna, oh yeah, that's perfect. And then I just kind of contour upwards a little bit. Kind of do a little something, something. This is looking good so far. And then I'm just gonna get the sides of my nose. So this right here is the concealer brush from Kylie Cosmetics. So let's go in and blend this out with a concealer brush. Kind of I'm gonna bring it up to my eye a little bit too. I normally don't use brushes to blend out my concealer. I usually tend to use beauty blenders, but this brush is doing a pretty good job. Wow, this concealer's nice. So let's blend out the other side. Get it up to my eye. Now for the top of my head and my contour, I am going to use a beauty blender, but I did really like the way that the brush blended out underneath my eyes. It did a really good job. And you guys know I never, ever, ever use brushes to do my eyes, so this is pretty impressive. The concealers so far have been really easy to blend out, and they haven't set or anything really fast, so that is something really good to note as well. And they don't feel heavy or thick, which is like really nice. They feel super lightweight, and they definitely are full coverage. Oh wow, that looks so pretty. Dude, I'm like low-key shook by these concealers right now. Oh my god. Kylie didn't come to play, all right? That's all I'm saying. And when I contour, I kind of drag it into my hairline. If you are a blonde like me, it's really hard to do that. You're probably gonna have to go in with a wipe and wipe it out of your hair afterwards. When I was platinum blonde, I used to have to do that all the time, but it just always looks the best when it's kind of pushed into your hairline, unfortunately. And then doing the same thing, just getting that contour snatched. I am shook by this. Okay, I feel like my skin is glowing. Like, I'm super, super impressed. It does kind of remind me of Shape Tape, which is really great because Shape Tape's an awesome concealer. So let's set this right now. Oh, and let me tell you the price of this concealer brush. This brush on its own is $18. It does have like a little heaviness feel to it. I don't know, it doesn't feel like cheap. I know a lot of people online were saying like, I bet you they're gonna be so cheap, like bop, bop, bop. I probably will use this brush a little bit later to do some eyeshadows, so that'll give me like a better representation of whether or not I think this brush is worth it. But so far so good, honestly. So I'm taking the medium tapered brush, which is retailed at $28. This is definitely something similar to what I would set my under eye with. And let's go into my Laura Mercier because this is my trusted dusty. And I'm just gonna smooth out any creasing that may have formed. I really don't see much creasing, honestly. And let's go in and set this. I'm gonna drag it down the sides of my nose as well. And then I'm just going to kind of dust on some powder on the rest of my face where we're gonna put more powder on top of. I do this because right now our skin is kind of wet and creamy, and I don't want to put something on top of that. It's gonna turn muddy. So you wanna set your foundation before you start putting in your powder contours, your blushes, your highlighters. So that's why I do this. This brush is very easy to work with. I haven't had any like loose hairs flying out on any of the brushes so far. And then I'm just doing the same exact thing to this eye, dusting it on and kind of blending it all over. Just kind of powdering my entire face. Don't forget your forehead. So then I'm just going to dust away any excess powder that is left on my face. And I'm just going to kind of swish it into my skin. I'm loving the finish of the concealer so far. I think that looks very, very pretty. What you can do is, I normally don't use really large fluffy brushes like this, but you can use this to powder your whole face if you wanted to, which I'm going to do right now. Kind of just setting more powder down, getting my nose with it. I'm taking the cap of the Laura Mercier and whatever's in there, I'm kind of just dusting all over my face. This could be a really good bronzer brush too. We'll test it out later on. This brush on its own is $48. I have to test it out more to give you guys an accurate review of it, but I do like it. I am liking her brushes. They are performing very, very nice. I would say they definitely are up to my Morphe standards. So I want to continue with my eyes. So these are the 5 brushes I pulled that I think will be the best for my eyes. So let's go over the prices here. So this will be $11, $12, $13, $15, and $16. 11 is the angled brush, which will be $16. 12 is the medium shader brush, which will be $20. 13 is a small shader brush, which is $18. And 15 is the tapered blending brush, which is $20. So let's go in and use these and test these puppies out. I do really like this variety of brush. These are kind of like all the brushes that I would personally use and need. For this tutorial, I feel like it's only fitting to use her eyeshadow palette, and a lot of you guys wanted me to do more looks with the Nice palette, so that's what I'm going to be using today. I'm taking number 15 brush, and I am going to go into Santa Baby right at the bottom here. Saturate the brush, and let's go right into the crease. Ooh, these brushes feel really, really nice on my eyes. They feel very soft as well. This is just our transition shade, kind of going back and forth. I really, really like the size of this blending brush. It fits in my crease like perfectly, especially because I have such a large eyelid. It gets like a lot of surface area. I like it. Next, I'm taking the number 12 brush, and I'm going into Ginger Snap right here, and I'm going to focus that a little bit lower in the crease. I'm just going to do like my classic favorite kind of eye look. So I'm just going to go in right here on the sides. You could probably also use this brush to pack shadow on if you wanted, but I feel like for me it's a really, really nice crease brush. This definitely is blending out very, very nicely. I am very impressed with how well these brushes are working. Now, I know there's probably going to be some trolls in the comments saying, girl, what are you talking about? It's not even blended. But I really love the way that it's working, and it's working amazingly in my opinion. And then just doing the same thing to the other eye. Using the same number 12 brush, I'm going into Holly, and I'm gonna sneak that on the eye as well. I am gonna go right in my crease with this again. If you get some on your eyelid, it's okay. We're gonna be covering it up anyway as we go on in the tutorial. I'm so impressed with the way that this brush is kind of buffing everything out. You can really tell that a lot of hard work went into these brushes. I know a lot of people are really upset over the price range, and I get it. I totally understand. But these brushes are really working awesome for me. You can also work in small little circular motions if you want. That'll kind of help the blending a little bit as well. Going into the Naughty palette, I'm taking the shade Coal on the Kylie 13 brush. This is a little bit of a smaller and stiffer brush than the other one we were just using, and I'm going to focus that in the crease. You can kind of see right there. I'm not going to drag it too far. I want it to stay really, really low just to add some depth to the eye. I like the way that the warm and this kind of cool tone shade are mixing together. It definitely is a cool element, and this brush is working amazingly. I'm going to pick back up this concealer brush, which was number 14, and I'm going to spray some of the Smashbox. There's hair everywhere. All these extensions. I just shed all day. So I'm taking the Smashbox primer water, and I'm just going to spritz both sides and dunk right on into Snowflake right here. This is a really pretty shade. I'm excited to use it. Kind of like a blue silver. Really like it. Guys, I really am liking this brush a lot. It's so easy to pack the shadow on with and even create a cut crease if you wanted to. Wow. That's really, really nice. Wow. That is a pretty color. I love the way that looks. So let's do the same thing. Just gonna spritz it again. Wow, this pigment is insane on this. Okay, guys, so I really like the way that this eye look came out. I feel like it blended really, really nicely. I really liked the eye brushes. I'm gonna use some more later on for our lower lash line. So I'm going to quickly do my lashes and my liner off camera since that's not what this video is about. So I will be right back. All right, guys, let's do our lower lash line now. I have the perfect tool that I wanna use. So this is that angled brush, and let's go into the Nice palette, and I'm gonna take the shade Lullaby on this angled brush, and I'm just gonna kind of sweep it on underneath the eye. This brush fits under the eye very nicely. And then I'm going to take this dense brush right here, and I'm going to smoke it out, hunty. So I'm gonna get the shade Holly, kind of following that same pattern we did on top. But be very careful because you don't want to get raccoon eyes. So we're gonna be very, very careful with this. Ooh, wow, I really, really like this brush a lot, actually. It feels really nice, and it's blending out like a dream. And then in the Naughty palette, I'm taking the shade Coal, and I'm just going to just that right on as well. And then taking the side of the concealer brush, I'm just gonna take that silvery blue snowflake, and I'm just gonna kind of put it on the bottom here. Oh yes. So to contour my face, I'm gonna take this angled brush. This is number 5, and it is called the Angled Face Brush, and it's recommended to use for contour or blush. It is $24. So let's go into my Tarteist Pro Glow. I love the shade Sculpt, so I'm just going to dip my brush on into that. Let's go on in and sculpt, shall we? Guys, I can't get over how nice this concealer is. I'm shook. Ooh, wow, this is a really nice brush. Ooh, okay. Okay. Feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. Wow, this brush is amazing. I think this may be the best contour brush I've ever used. And I'm using like medium pressure, I would say. Medium to light pressure, and kind of blending it. And so far, I haven't had any of the hairs fall out of the brushes, which is good. So I'm gonna try to use this brush to nose contour with. This is brush number 10, which is called the Large Shader Brush, and it's $20. So let's try this out. Okay, not too shabby. This is pretty easy to blend with for the nose. Now taking the number 4 brush, which is a dense powder brush. It is $26. I'm gonna use this to bronze up my face. I'm using the MAC Give Me Sun Bronzer. And let's go in and warm it up, honey. Okay, I'm really, no joke, loving the way that these face brushes are performing. Like, I'm so impressed. I know a lot of you guys love when I crap on products, but at the same time, I need to be honest and let you know when a product is really bomb as well. I know a lot of people are probably going to say in the comments, like, you're just kissing ass, blah, blah, blah. But no, honestly, I'm not. I'm telling you that a product is good. It doesn't matter if it's Kylie, Tarte, NYX, Maybelline, Wet n Wild. I'll tell you if a product is good or not. So I am really loving this. This may be my new favorite bronzer brush. I'm not even joking. Gotta cut our chin. Taking number 6, this is the rounded face brush. This is $28. Let's apply some blush. I'm taking some Ofra blush in the shade Bellini. This is a really pretty nude blush. So let's go in and just pack it on. That's pretty. Gonna get a little color there. Now we got our fan brush. Let's do some highlighter. I feel like it's only fitting to use the wet set. So I'm going to be taking Sweet Dreams right here on the fan brush. Make sure it's nice and saturated. Okay, this highlight is everything. It's got me shook. Oh yeah, this brush is really nice too. It's not too large of a fan brush. Sometimes I'll use a fan brush that is way too big and I'm like, oh crap, my highlight is down to my nose. Do the same thing over here. Whew. Oh yeah. Let's get our nose. I'm gonna get the tip of my nose. Cupid's bow, chin, get a little bit above the brows. Why not, you know, just highlight all over my whole face. So now I'm going to take the Red Velvet Lip Kit, which is the red lipstick I have been wearing in a lot of my recent videos. I've been getting so many compliments on it. This is like my favorite red lipstick I've ever used, and I feel like it just would look really pretty with this look. I'm just going to go in with the liner. I just love this red so much. It's so pretty. Okay, guys, so this is the finished look right here. I really love the way that everything came out. I can't say enough good things about these concealers. I also did just check Kylie's Cosmetics website, and the concealers are going for $20. So I just wanted to confirm that with you guys. I 110% recommend these concealers. I have been wearing them around my house for probably about like 2.5, 3 hours because I did want to test them out and make sure that everything doesn't crease, and I really, really, really like them so far. I would totally try this out if you guys are in the market for a new concealer. I really enjoyed this, and I loved the way that the contour looked as well. So you can always use a darker shade of concealer as a contour. So I definitely recommend that combo. It was very, very pretty. I love the way my skin came out. And for the brushes, these infamous brushes. So, okay, I have to say, I really did like the brushes. I felt like they performed very, very nice on my skin. I was able to do my entire makeup with them, and I had no problem whatsoever. I know a lot of people are very upset and just concerned by the price range, if it's worth the money, if it's like, you know, what should I do? And honestly, it's very hard for me to make that call for you guys. I did really, really, really like the brushes, but if this is something that is over your price range, I totally understand. And you know, I think Kylie is really trying to make her brand luxury, and whether you respect that or not, the brushes did really work, and I had a great time using them, and that is 110% the truth. I really did like the brushes. I don't think that I had any problems with them. I am most impressed by my face. Like, I feel like my face looks the most snatched out of everything. I love the way that my face makeup came out. It's so hard because I totally understand people like upset about the price. I do. I totally understand. But I did really like the brushes. Like, I really did like them. I thought that they were pretty awesome. I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. I had a really awesome time doing my makeup and using the concealers. The concealers were totally the star of the show. I am so in love with them. I can't wait to use them more and more. Also, please leave me a comment down below if you are interested in me reviewing out her entire lipstick line when I do receive it. Also, as a disclaimer, this was sent to me, this entire collection, and I am not just giving it a good review because I'm afraid of being kicked off some PR list. I really did enjoy and genuinely like all of the products that I used today. I am not forcing you guys to go out and buy the products. If you don't want to buy them, then don't buy them. But I really had a great time doing my makeup, and I love the way that everything came out. So guys, if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys so much. Leave me a comment down below what you guys are thinking. I totally am. I can't say it enough how in love I am with this makeup look. Like, I love it. And I love the way everything came out. So, yay, I'm happy. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.